Guys, I want to take a few minutes to open up Battlebox Mission 118 and actually talk about some gear and some realities that a lot of people out there have about the type of stuff that you really need and what you should be doing with the gear that you get. If any of you guys are interested, use my code that I will put here down there on the video to where you guys can save on your Battlebox subscription. Now, Battlebox is one of those organizations, one of those membership groups that is going to really help you work your budget on getting some cool gear. They've got a lot of nice things that I am real glad to get. And basically, we're just going to grab stuff here. This is an electrolyte pack that you get. It's got several different flavors and stuff in this. You need to stay hydrated. So no matter what you are doing, you need to make sure that you are hydrated, particularly in cold weather, because one of the things that a lot of people fail to realize, even in cold weather, they do not drink enough liquids. Okay, there's a difference as far as how people react. They don't seem to think about it in colder weather the way they do in hot weather, but you still need to stay hydrated, and this is something that can help you do so. We're going to look at this knife. This is something that from K-Tac. This is something that I really like. Okay, this is a very well-made knife. This is one of those knives that is going to be a very good tool for self-defense, you know, depending on how you carry. This is fixed blade. I'm sure that many of you guys have seen some of these knives before, as far as, you know, the type that are automatic. This one is fixed blade. You pull it out of that sheath and you can see that curved blade right there. This is very good for a lot of tasks, for self-defense, for cutting, for trimming, for whittling. You can make a fire stick with this, a feather stick, real easy with the way that is. This is one of many ways that you can use it. It does have that grip, that little ring there on the bottom to where you can really hold on to the knife. Comes with a nice sheath, a very well-made sheath. It does have a clip, and that clip is adjustable to where you can change the angle of it, and you can see it there, guys. Very nice knife. Very nice. This is going to be one that I will be carrying. And we also have a knife sharpener. This is something that you see here, depending on which kit level you get. This is the Work Sharp knife sharpener. You can replace the belts on these. It has a little belt in there that you can use for sharpening your knives, and if it gets wore out, you can replace it. Let's just go ahead, open it up here real quick. And I've not had it out of the box yet, guys. And here is a spare belt. That's a real good thing. And then the knife sharpener itself. I think that's a spare belt. We will definitely be finding out. Yes, it does have a belt in it, and then it comes with a spare belt. Very nice tool. This is something that I'm going to definitely be using. You can see the rod here, as far as it's ceramic rod, I'm pretty sure of. That way you can kind of fine-tune that edge bit. And it's very nice, guys. I really like this because I do have a lot of knives. Knives need sharpening, and this is definitely a tool that's going to get used. So let's go ahead and set this over out of the way. Water keys. And most of you guys that live in urban areas are probably familiar with these. This is basically a way to where you can get water out of the side of like a public building or anything like that in a commercial setting, a commercial building. They have those locked, and this is a tool that can come in very handy in a survival situation to get you water. Okay, this is something that you do get within this kit, and right here it is, guys. This is something that will definitely be going in one of my bags. Of course, where I live at, very rural. I do go to urban areas occasionally, and that's when I would take this with me. Where I'm at, we have water basically literally back here behind my house, either my pond or the creek or just whatever. But this is a very useful tool in many of your urban settings. You guys, if you've ever used one of those, let me know down in the comments below. Before I get to something that I know you guys have already seen, I just wanted to go ahead and get some of this other stuff out. This is a place to put all of your EDC gear. Okay, you can see it here. This is just an EDC mat. It comes with a couple of trays. We'll go ahead and get this opened up. And just to show it to you real quick while we're here. And very well packaged. You get home in the afternoon, if you're like me, you carry pocket knives, you carry your keys, and this is just a little bit of a mat that you can use by your bedside or whatever, which is probably where this is going to go for me, where all of your stuff is. It's going to help protect your furniture. You know, that's one thing about it. If you carry a pocket knife, if you carry your keys, just throwing them down on a table without really thinking about anything, guys, you could probably damage your furniture, you know, if you're not careful. So let's just go ahead, put this knife to use, since it's right here, get that started, and get this opened up, get it out of the plastic. Okay, very well made. Feels about like a super dense mouse pad. Not as foamy as what a traditional mouse pad would be. And I think that that is going to be working very well for what I need it for. Literally, that's going beside my bed. So we're going to keep going, get this out of the way. I know that there are some coupon deals in here. You can see there's your book. I didn't get that out first, but most of you guys, if you're familiar with Battlebox, you're going to get a book that's going to basically detail everything that you get in your kit, okay? Your hatchet, which we're going to look at that. I want to talk with you all about this very specifically here in just a moment. And, you know, but this is very well worth checking out, guys. Again, go down, use my code, save yourself a bit of money. Now, what we're going to do, I'm just going to kind of move some stuff around. I'm just going to get us a little bit of room here. Now, we're going to take a few minutes to talk about something. This hatchet is from Fox Knives. This is not your average run-of-the-mill hatchet. This is not something that's just a cheap throwaway or anything like that. This is a very good hatchet. You can see here it comes with this leather sheath to where you can literally strap this onto your side, onto your belt, or however you choose to carry it. You can actually probably lace a belt through right here, just depending on what you're wanting to do. We're going to go ahead and get this out. So I'm going to open it up here and show you this hatchet. Okay, very well made sheath, very thick leather as you can see there, and here the hatchet is. What we see in a lot of videos are people doing bushcraft using a knife. They're taking a piece of wood and a knife, batoning wood down to a smaller level, when really a lot of that work could be saved and effort could be saved with a simple hatchet. Okay, if you get into an extreme, legitimate survival situation, I promise you, you're not going to be spending that much time batoning wood down the way that we see with a lot of these folks. Trust me, you're not going to do it. Okay, there are, out in the woods, if there is that type of material laying around, you are simply going to be able to find smaller sized material for starting your fire. It is very easy to do. Ask anybody that's grew up in a rural area or spends a lot of time camping. I know that that looks good on YouTube videos, but that is not necessarily reality in a long-term survival situation. Yes, it can be fun. And if you don't have anything like this, then yes, you may need to in extreme cases. Personally, I've never done it. I'll be honest with you. Ever since I was a kid, camping as a kid, I've never done anything like that. The most that I've ever done is a feather stick, okay? And I'll do some videos about that in the future. But this is a basic hatchet that is very well made. Again, from Fox Knives. You guys know that I've got a couple of Fox Knives out there as well. Actually, I've got one that come in a Battlebox kit that I absolutely love. Very good knives, a very good steel, and this hatchet is something that is very useful. You can get these affordably. These are a very affordable option. I'll try to link them down below. You can get them from Battlebox, guys. I'm telling you, they are worth it. You know, this is a very good hatchet that you can easily put in your pack. A lot of people are trying to save weight, and I understand that, but the reality is there's only so far you can go. Okay, you need to have some of the basics, and this is one of those basics. Okay, ounces equals pounds, yes. This is not that heavy and is something that will do a lot. You can use it as a hammer in extreme cases, driving in a tent stake or whatever. That's something that you really should do. You should think about getting a good hatchet like the Fox Knives hatchet that you see here, and I will put them again right here in the video to where you can go down in the description and check out those and order you one. Great hatchets, great knives. be sure to go check them out. But guys, don't get into a lot of the hype. Get back to the basics. Okay, that's something that we need to remember. Just get back to the basics. When it comes down to the extreme, the basics are what's going to keep you alive. Anyways, guys, hope you liked the video. Thanks for watching. Check out the rest of the videos on my channel. Thanks again to Battlebox for what you guys do. Go over, check them out, and use my code. Save yourself some money. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.